Well, good morning and welcome back to Bucket List RC. My name is Drew. We are up to 74 subscribers. After that unboxing video, bad unboxing video, got to start somewhere. I was so thrilled. I sat down with the instructions and began to look into it, and I freaked out. Boom! Look at all the stuff. I got nervous right away. All the stuff on the pages and looking for something that made sense. And finally I found some numbers. And there's 2 and 3 and 4. Where's 1? Why is there 2 2s? Why are there multiples? And it just freaked me out. So I closed it, took a deep breath, opened it back up. Okay, that looks familiar. We've seen this in the RTRs. That's just about batteries. Nothing to get nervous about. Now, the first thing I found in English is right here. I got to read it off screen. It says, study the instructions thoroughly before assembly. I am so glad it said that. And then I saw the picture, and the picture says the same thing. So no big whoop, right? Take your time. Look over the instructions. And then come back. The first step is actually step 3. You want to read everything first. But step 2 and 3 is right here. It's just talking about the charger, if you bought it, and the battery, just options. No big deal. Right here it tells us we're starting with bag A. And then we're going to get into step 3. So I'm going to collect these pieces and we're going to start putting this thing together. Camera's not going to move. We're going to keep this really easy so you can see everything that needs to be done. Or at least see everything that I'm not doing right. All right, nerves are gone. I'm awake. Are you ready to rock and roll? I am. All right, buddy. Took me 3 hours to find all these parts, but we're going to talk about that at the end of the video. Okay, now, all right. We got our pieces together. We're just going to follow the directions. One piece at a time. We found our pieces. We are going to swap out the plastic bushings for bearings. But other than that, we are going to just follow the build as the directions tell us to do. So we got our parts together. Now it wants us to put some grease for the bushings onto our shaft here, and I'm going to move my hand so you can see the directions and I can see them. We're just going to paint that on there. Try and do it on camera so you can see. No, it ain't going to work, but I will paint that. All right, we painted that. Now stick the bearing on. Okay, now GB3, we cut our little piece off. It looks like it just slides on like that. Now they're showing greasing. It looks like they want you to grease the inside and the edge. So I'm going to take this off real quick and just do that. Paint this edge here. I think that's more important for the bushing. The bearings have separate pieces that move around the little balls. But I don't know, and they don't say if you're using bearings, do this. So, that's what I'm going to do. All right, we got a little hole right here. It just slides in, I guess. That's all we do. Alright. And looks like the next thing we have. Whoops, okay. No, I did. Alright. Put the thing in the hole. Now we got our spur gear. Just slide that over top. Yeah. Oh, pin fell out. Alright. Well, we're going to try one more time. If that doesn't work, I'll stop the camera. There we go. Alright. Wow, it's starting to look like something. Okay. Looks like another bearing on this end. Doesn't say anything about lubing. Again, I think we're okay with the bearing. And then snap on GB2. Okay. I'm going to double check the instructions again, and then we'll come right back. Alrighty, I found all the parts for step 4 so easy. I went ahead and collected them for step 5. And I want to let you guys know right now that when you're looking for the screws, on the instruction sheet, there's actually a picture of a screw that is life size to the screw. That's handy. So keep that in mind when you're looking for stuff. Alright, I went ahead and lubed up the shaft. We're just going to slide our bearings on. Like that. And pop our end on. Now it says it's supposed to snap. In the instructions it says snap, but they don't snap. They just slide right on. And what did I do wrong? Nothing. Okay, so grab our drive shaft. I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot. Bang, bang, boom. All right. Do we look like the picture? I think we look like the picture. Yep. Drop her in. All right. There we go. And we've got these little pieces. Oh, I goofed. This guy's got to go. Oh, I can't see. Looks like he goes there. Oh, and something fell out. Okay, I will deal with all that in a minute. And this guy goes on top. All right, off camera, I'm going to screw all that together, and then we'll come right back. All right, buddy, I got it back together. There was a click as I was putting it together, and the pin fell out. I had to go back and put the pin back in to hold our spur gear on, and it kept falling out, and it kept falling out. And I remembered watching a video. I put a little bit of grease on it and slid it in the hole. And I turned the camera on right now so you can see me doing this. These are self-threading screws. So you want to give it a light, firm pressure and evenly put the screws on. Screw a little down, move to the next one. Do that until it's firm. That way you won't strip it. You won't rip the plastic. Okay, buddy. Whoops, kicked you. Hang on for the recap. I just want to wrap this up with you real quick before we call it the end of the video. I want to remind you folks that I told you that I was an unmedicated mental patient from the beginning. And that's a really useful hook, and I will use it as long as I make videos. But it's absolutely the truth. Besides PTSD, bipolar, extreme anxiety and depression and acute everything. There's a whole arm list full. But I'm mentioning this now because I have struggled through this entire video and the last video. All the excitement on the page, I have to find ways to dampen that. If you've noticed, I used a sheet of paper, highlighter to keep track of where I'm at and what I'm doing, because I forget things. I don't just forget where I'm at, what I'm doing for a second. Sometimes I forget for a long time. The reason I'm sharing all this with you, the reason I'm doing all this, is to prove to myself that, one, I can do it, okay? But if there's anybody out there like me who is a mental patient, or perhaps you just have some issues, get some help, okay? I spent a lot of time, 40 years, dealing with this, and it is still very rough. But I want you to know, I want to know I can do it. And I'm proving it to myself. But I want you to know, if you have any of these issues, that you can live a life. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate you guys coming. I'm going to apologize for the video. I've already done a preview. The information's there, but for some reason the screen keeps doing dumb stuff. I'm going to fix that. I'm not giving up on this, you or me. Thanks a lot.